All right, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Here first, want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, better known as Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the tabernacle of David. And as you see here, breaking news, the international court systems, the judges, they are issuing an arrest warrant against Vladimir Putin over alleged war crimes. All right.
Some more breaking news to bring you in the last few moments. The International Criminal Court judges have issued arrest warrants against the Russian President Vladimir Putin. We don't have any more details than that at the moment to bring you, but we will, of course, bring them to you as we get them.
Now, one will have to wonder, okay, why are they all of a sudden issuing a warrant for Vladimir Putin's arrest when it was just issued out that Dr. Fauci was responsible via the emails pertaining to, okay, the juice that came out in 2020, all right, that he had a lot to do with that, as well as the Obama administration sending allegedly funds to the Wuhan laboratory. But anyway, all right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So here it is, the International Criminal Court justice system can issue out a warrant for him. But what about America? What about Babylon the Great? Okay. The one as declared as the hammer of the whole earth that goes around flexing their military arms. Okay. As the scriptures tells us, let's grab this right here. All right. Let's get the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Okay. Because this needs to be addressed. All right. And we'll start at verse. Let's see here. We'll start at verse 6. This whole chapter is fire, but we'll get straight to the point. Shall not all these take up a parable against him? Who is the him? It's talking about Esau, Edom. All right. And a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Now, when you go into that word, thick clay in the Hebrew, is talking about laying on himself debt. And look at the situation as to what's going on with the collapse of the banking system. So now, because they are being found out of what's happening throughout the banking system, now they need another cover up. This is what we call a wag the dog tail event. If you ever seen the movie Wag the Dog, is when you have different, governments that will use certain situations. Let me throw in there allegedly for YouTube's community policy sake. All right. So they don't strike my video. But you will have a certain alleged situation to where they will cause a certain event to take place to try to distract you from the reality of what's really going on behind closed doors, so you cannot be able to put the puzzle pieces together, right? And this is what we are seeing. So basically what's happening is these devils are destroying the economy, all right? A lot of these banks are not able to give these customers their money, okay? The rich are getting more richer, increasing in the debt. And it goes on to say in verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Right, because all of these nations are starting to understand the man of sin. Now, don't get it twisted. Putin is also an Edomite, and Putin, okay, really overall, Russia is said in biblical prophecy when you get Ezekiel the 38th chapter and also Isaiah the 13th chapter and Revelation the 20th chapter. Okay, Russia is going to be a major part in biblical prophecy. Okay, taking down Babylon the Great, which is America. Verse 8, it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So my question to the international criminal court justice system, why are you going after Vladimir Putin when the top elite bankers are behind? Okay, we know that the bankers are behind wars. That's how they get rich. We know that the true elites are behind what was going on in the Ukraine. Okay, this is why we started off with Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 and verse 10, never trust thy enemy. You really see the elect, the hopeful elect. Okay, we're not going to be fooled by these things. So now they're trying to put out a warrant for Putin and to bring him in for the alleged war crimes. But here it is. All right. You've been found out that you went and set up shop in Ukraine to try to take over, and you moved NATO troops around the border so that you can try to capture that part of the region. That way you can infiltrate and then also take down Russia, and it's backfired. All right. And then when you throw out people like Biden, when you throw out people like Dr. Fauci, okay, Klaus Schwab, the whole World Economic Forum, okay, everything that they have done against all humanity, okay, in terms of the you know what, okay, this is why it tells us in the book of Psalms, all right, because why aren't you going after, why isn't the international criminal court justice system going after those people for what they've done? All right. Let's see here. This is might have been in the other chapter, Salakia. Let's get this real quick. Let me just type it in, make it quicker. Yep. This is Psalms chapter 73 and verse 5. It says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. All right. So Klaus Schwab, his little dominion, Yuval, however you say his name, pretty much all your top elite politicians, all of them are in on it. When were they going to get charged? Right? When was the international criminal justice system, okay, going to actually go after those names that are trying to set up their one world government? Right? Why is Vladimir Putin the main center of attention? Why you didn't do that to Xi Jinping, or however you pronounce his name, from China? That's down there over in Taiwan right now, ready to that's doing war tactics, ready to take over Taiwan. You didn't say anything about that. And see, this is what this devil do. They pick and choose to try to control the narrative. You see? But see, the elect, we're not going to be, and when I say we, I'm saying, with all humbleness, because I pray that we are the hopeful elect, but we're not going to be overtaken by this damn devil and being deceived. Right? Let's get 2 Thessalonians real quick. We'll start at verse 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right. Now, this is really talking about Esau setting up shop, with his means of technology. All right. He's trying to he thinks that he has the God complex, trying to be like the Most High. All right. Try to bring all the people together under his one world government system. But then at the same time, Okay. He's trying to deceive the people by means of throwing out distractions. All right. So that you can't read between the lines of what's really going on behind closed doors. All right. And verse 11 says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And right. And one of those illusions is you have a lot of people, especially a lot of Jake. They believe in Vladimir Putin. They believe he's the good guy. Vladimir Putin he's an Edomite. Vladimir Putin is also in on the one world government system. But see, what Esau likes to do, he likes to play the smoke and mirror effect. Okay. And the smoke and mirror effect is basically they'll have a puppet that play the left hand side, and then they'll have another puppet to play the right hand side. So you have good versus evil. Remember, Esau is trying to be like the Most High, right? Let's go back to that. When you go up, 2 Thessalonians 2, start at 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right. And we know that the Lord, pertaining to Sirach, the 33rd chapter, gives a balance where there's 2 against 2, meaning you got to have good versus evil. You don't think Esau is doing the same thing on the left hand side, playing the smoke and mirror effect, trying to get you to believe that they're that all right, this one side of the group is the good one and this other side of the group is the bad one. Right? Like when they go over to people's lands and democracy, grenade, democracy, right? Oh, this nation has weapons of mass destruction, so we need to go over there and liberate the people. Is not that a war crime within itself? Does not the scripture say? Let's get Micah. Let's get Micah 2 and 2. We'll start at verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So why hasn't the International Criminal Court justice system going after the bankers that are really controlling all of the crap that's going on in the world today? Why haven't they gone after Bill Gates, who back in 2015 was on TED Talk TV saying that if we do and I quote, if we do a really good job, we can decrease the number of a population through means of our healthcare system. Unquote. Where was the International Criminal Court justice system then? Right? See, the scriptures even tells us, let me see if I can find that real quick in Isaiah. There's no, let me see here. Yep. Isaiah 26:10, it says, let favor be showed to the wicked. Okay, because favor is being showed to Esau, Edom, because he's been given the position of power pertaining to Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. But it goes on to say, yet will he not learn righteousness. And in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. This is why he sitteth in the temple, showing himself to be the Most High when he's not the Most High. You see, and even it tells you, and what's that, Isaiah the 33rd chapter? Let's grab that, or the 31st chapter. Isaiah 31st chapter and verse 3. Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. See, at the end of the day, this damn devil, all right, he's gonna be put down. He knows it. And because they're losing control of the narrative, now all of a sudden they want to throw this in the masses of people's faces. All right. So you have to ask yourself, now everybody's attention is going to be taken away from what's going on with the banking system, because the banking system is collapsing on purpose for them to be able to usher in their digital currency. And then what's going to come right after that, the charagma. So this is why we have to be on our watch. What is this devil up to now? What is he doing? All right. So that's all I wanted to speak on that. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, you will edify until the next time. Shalom.